Well, the manager of Liverpool has gone ahead to confirm to us that Virgil van Dijk is out for a month. So that is one of the shocking stories coming in from Liverpool, and very many defenders have been linked to Liverpool. That is really going to headline this first story of our day, or our first podcast today onto this channel known as Rokani Media Football. Then Edouard Mendy has underwent a surgery, and Chelsea have gone ahead to issue a statement and confirmed what really led to his surgery. And then Didier Deschamps has gone ahead to really extend his contract as the French national team until 2026. What does that mean for Zinedine Zidane, a man who really was waiting for that job, to see to it that he really takes it over after the World Cup, because he turned down very many jobs on really targeting that job of the French national team. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. Rokani David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the black button that has already subscribed. By smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now, we are told by the manager of Liverpool that it was a surprise to us. He didn't feel anything. It was a harsh diagnosis. We talk about weeks, more than a month, but I hope it goes quick. We have other center halves. Now, Virgil van Dijk got injured for the very first time in the Liverpool caliber. In his Liverpool career, on I think last season when they are playing, was it Everton? Pickford went in for an effort that really saw him get any injury and was sidelined for like 6 months. Liverpool went in to really, I think it was last season but one, that's when he got injured. But ever since he got that injury, Virgil van Dijk has never been the same. And he has clocked his third decade, so meaning that he is really trying to be not an injury-prone player. But injuries are really coming up to affect his career. And obviously this time around, he's going to be out for a full month, meaning that they are left with the following central defense options: Konate, Nemanja Matip, Phillips, and they have Konate, Matip, Gomez, and Phillips. Those are the 4 center-back options they are left with. Now, can these ones really see them go out into the next 1 or 2 months without this guy? Because remember, the Champions League is around the corner. Liverpool is going to play a team known as Real Madrid in the round of 16, and all these are signals that Liverpool is really weakening. After losing Firmino for injury, Diego Jota injured, Diaz injured, they are having a long list of injuries. Now, Virgil van Dijk joins that long list. It shows you that they are really going to be a more weak side when they are facing Real Madrid in the first or second week of February when the Champions League resumes, meaning that they need to go out and address that issue immediately, because they are going to be looking a very weak side. And if at all they don't qualify for the Champions League, that is going to put their desire to sign Jude Bellingham in turmoil. So they really want to go ahead and really do that, but it's not in their favor because the money is not there for them to spend. That's why FSG wants to sell the club of Liverpool. Now, the Express Sport has told us that Virgil van Dijk's injury is likely to block any possible exit for Nat Phillips this month. Remember, Nat Phillips was signed that season when Virgil van Dijk got an injury. They got him in. Remember, by then even Konate was not around, so Phillips found himself playing the central defense most times with Fabinho. So in that season, I think Liverpool finished, was it 4th, when Alisson saved them and scored a header when they are playing Wolverhampton Wanderers, I think, in the dying minutes. But if at all they had not scored that goal to get 3 points, they wouldn't have qualified for the Champions League. So it put them in a situation that they had to go on and bring in Nat Phillips. Now, Nat Phillips has been at Liverpool, and the manager has always not given him enough playing time. The player wants to leave in the January transfer window to go on and really play more football elsewhere. But this injury of Virgil van Dijk is likely to block any possible transfers. And if at all he goes, that means Liverpool is going to go in the market to go in and look in for more signings. And one of the signings that Liverpool is looking at is this man known as Skriniar. Skriniar plays for Inter Milan. He has been on a ladder of very many Premier League teams for a very long time. I remember Jose Mourinho wanted him back in the days at Manchester United, but we've been told by Inter Live Liverpool could decide to immediately ask Inter Milan for Milan Skriniar after Virgil van Dijk's injury, with Serie A side compared to listen to offers due to the defender being out of contract in the summer. So Skriniar coming at Liverpool, I believe is a very good defender, but can they afford him? Because Inter Milan might look really hard to negotiate with, but the only catalyst to this deal is that his contract is running out in the summer and is going to be a free agent, meaning that if at all Liverpool comes in with some good offers, they might be listened to by Inter Milan. So Skriniar is really great and a good defender that can really lead Liverpool to some sort of how do we call it, to really hold up until Virgil van Dijk comes in through, to give them a breather until Van Dijk comes in through. Then we've been told by Martino, that is Martino di Napoli, he has told us that Liverpool are interested in Napoli defender Kim Min-jae, and Virgil van Dijk's injury may see them step up their interest now in the January transfer window. So Kim Min-jae is really a defender on the ladder of very many teams. Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, almost the top 6 teams in the Premier League are really chasing in for this player known as Kim Min-jae. He plays for South Korea. He's a very good defender, but the Liverpool's injury of Virgil van Dijk might really step up their interest in this player, the January transfer window. But I believe if at all they're to take Kim Min-jae and Skriniar, I think more chances of them signing a player lie on Skriniar, because Skriniar is really cheap and they don't have money to spend on Kim Min-jae. Kim Min-jae goes for like 45 million euros. That is the clause for him in the summer, in the first 2 weeks of the window. If at all it's not triggered, then they'll really put in a new clause. That's it. But Liverpool might be looking in for a defender because things are really not going on very well. Now, as they are looking in for a defender, Josko Gvardiol, one of the best that I've seen in the World Cup, one of the best defenders, he was asked about the dream club he wants to play for and said, my dream club, that would definitely be Liverpool. Since I was little, I watched a lot of their matches with my dad. He was telling RTD Naz. We covered every season in detail. It is a club that has remained in my heart, that has been developed as by Fabrizio Romano. So will this really turn around the interest of Liverpool to see to it that they shift from Skriniar and Kim Min-jae to go on and really say, okay, Gvardiol really wants to come and join our team. Can we go ahead and sign him? But Gvardiol is expensive. 100 million euros are the ones that are really required to sign a player known as Gvardiol, but he's a very good defender, and Liverpool in his history have not seen them have a left-footed defender. Yet nowadays all modern coaches play left-footed defenders on the left side of the central defense. So can this accelerate the move of Liverpool to go in and really get another player to come in through and play very well? That is really a question for you to answer, because Kim Min-jae plays for Napoli, and Napoli are really through in the round of 16, and they're really looking great in the Champions League. Remember, they beat Liverpool 4-1, and Liverpool beat them by 2-0 at Anfield. So it showed you that they are really a good side that is really doing great to see to it that really move on to the next level. After that story, let's get into the story coming in from Chelsea. Sad one, goalkeeper Edouard Mendy has undergone an operation on a fractured finger sustained in training this week. The 30-year-old will work closely with the club's medical department during his rehabilitation phase. So, you see, luck comes to those who are prepared. Kepa Arrizabalaga was nowhere near the starting position between the stitches of Chelsea. Guess what? African Cup of Nations comes in January. Edouard Mendy flies to Cameroon to play for his team Senegal that even won the African Cup of Nations. Then Kepa Arrizabalaga capitalized onto that, and he really found himself into the goal of Chelsea. Then he comes out to be a very good player. Thomas Tuchel really started to interchange. Some games he played with Kepa, some games he played with Edouard Mendy. Now, in the summer, he got sacked. That is, Thomas Tuchel got sacked, and this man known as Graham Potter came in through to manage Chelsea. Then he made a decision on really at least fielding these two keepers. But Edouard Mendy, did he have an injury? What happened? Something happened in between Edouard Mendy and Kepa Arrizabalaga. Obviously, that really led to Kepa Arrizabalaga maintaining his stay in the goal of Chelsea. Now, he has been really starting every game of Chelsea, and after him making a very big howler in the game of Man City that saw them really lose, you would have expected that in the next game they are going to play, especially in the FA Cup, Edouard Mendy would have been given chance to see to it that he really redeems his position for the first choice goalkeeper of Chelsea. But guess what? He got an injury, his finger got fractured, and he's out for some months. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. But that shows you how good Kepa is, really a chanced man and lucky, because he really worked well and luck really came on his side when it is really that time he deserves it, he desired it to be. Then let's conclude this first story of the day with a story coming in from Fabrizio Romano confirming to us that Didier Deschamps has extended his contract as a France national team head coach until June 2026. He has decided to stay. It would bring his chapter close as a France manager to 14 years. So this is really great for him, but not good news for Zinedine Zidane, because Zinedine Zidane wanted to go all out and be the French national team manager. That's why he really let down jobs of Manchester United, jobs of Tottenham Hotspur, PSG, and very many others, because he wanted to go all out and really coach the French national team. But 4 years now to go. What is the next plan of Zinedine Zidane? Where does this leave Zinedine Zidane? And what is him and his agent going to sit out and really negotiate? Because looks like for the next 4 years, this job is not available. And I can't see him really be in a sabbatical for all that long. He needs to get out of the sabbatical to see to it that he gets himself back onto the touchline to manage a team, because his record with Real Madrid is really insane. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. So your reactions to Virgil van Dijk out for a month and his replacements, I really welcome the comment section below. Tell me what you think about Mendy Eduardo out. Surgery underwent after breaking his finger. Your thoughts on this are welcome. And obviously, Zinedine Zidane, what do you think is going to be his next plan? Thank you very much for watching in through first video of the day. Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Lord bless you abundantly. I'm out.